Now, let's move on to sport. Port Vale moved a step closer to administration today after the club failed to pay its players and staff their wages for February.
Yes, the club is millions of pounds in debt. And on Saturday, the club's former chairman, Peter Millers, resigned, leaving the club without the required number of directors to run the business. Daniel Hewitt reports.
Less than 24 hours after watching their team play out a 1-1 draw here at Vale Park, some Port Vale fans returned to demand answers. And they weren't the only ones. Players and staff were told at 11 p.m. last night that they weren't going to be paid February's wages.
To just turn around a couple of hours before you're due to get paid, say your money's not there, it was hard to take, if I'm honest, and today has been a case of ringing round and trying to sort a few things out. We haven't spoken to the director, so we don't know what's gone on previously. We don't know what the plans are for the future, so we're just up in arms as everybody else.
It's the first time the club has failed to pay its employees, but it's just one chapter in a long-running financial drama at Vale Park. In 2006, the club borrowed £2.25 million from Stoke City Council, but they've been late with their repayments and still owe £1.8 million. In December, they took out another loan with a Gibraltar firm, but 2 weeks ago they were sued by their shirt sponsor, and on Saturday a transfer embargo was imposed by the Football League due to an unpaid tax bill. The club now faces the prospect of administration, which could see them dragged into a relegation battle, a situation which has left these fans angry and concerned.
It's just a very sad day, you know. I'm only 16 myself, so I've only been coming 10 years, but 10 years is 10 years, you know. I've got some good memories here, and it's just a very upsetting day. The club is on the brink of extinction, and
you just don't know where you stand, and it's all right for us, we stand here saying all this, but it's the players who've got bills and everything else paid for who's not getting paid.
Supporters were hoping to raise such concerns at an emergency general meeting on March the 13th, but that has now been postponed after officials failed to send out information packs on time. Fans have long called for new investment in the club, but that's not always a realistic option.
Every club has potential if it's run properly, but whether, given the current economic climate, there'll be a queue of people ready to put money into a football club such as Port Vale is going to be a difficult question to answer.
Throughout his time as manager here, Mickey Adams has refused to be drawn on the club's finances and has instead opted to concentrate on matters on the pitch. But the two were always destined to meet. The club have this season been pushing for promotion, but Mickey Adams now faces the prospect of keeping that very same team in the Football League. Daniel Hewitt for Central Tonight.
So bad news for the fans. Back to matters